Your OC tag teams this season experienced something different, unexpected. While in every other iteration of OC tag team action, spots have been open and free, these teams experienced a lockout, where once spots open to the finale were yours for the taking, quickly became spots that could be locked down to prevent teams to going in, to ensure teams that had already made it a higher chance of success. And so with this, you may expect less than 12 teams. But for the cowards, all doors are locked. For the daring, all doors are open. And so 12 teams did make it. 12 teams were daring enough to find their opportunity, to avoid those locks, and fight for the Danganronpa Hunger Games OC Tag Team Championships. Earth Science, Magic Show, Bite the Bullet, Greenhouse Dolls, Forever Failures, Frenzy Beast, Big Time Plush, Unsolved Mysteries, Monster Mash, Lead the Congregation, Gaming Conventions, and your new OC Tag Team Champions, Chop Artist. Who will be daring enough to walk out with the titles? Look at this. A return to form. This one. Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? Good day, good people. Live chat. You've heard it. You know what it's time for. It is the year of the resolve. Toonley, Dave, Bravo, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomacars. Let's get this music playing because it is. Actually, that is not what it isn't. This is what it is, because it's actually a championship episode. It is a tag team OC finale, season 15 of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Are you ready? Live chat, this has been an interesting season of tag team action. The first time we've done a lockout bracket, we've locked out a couple of people. 2 spots got locked out. That being said, we still ended up with a game of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So essentially, we ended up still with a standard size episode thanks to the free-for-all, and thanks to rather both wheels hitting and making it winner take all. So, from the top, you've already heard them, but let's introduce everyone who is here today. We have Earth Science, Lynn, and Mona Lisa. They took the very first win in tag team action as we were introducing all the teams. Can they do it again today? Magic Show, never count out Romaz. Romaz wants that title again, wants to secure that spot in the Hall of Fame. Eureka. Trying to get another tag team championship too. Can they both come out on top today? Both become multi-time tag team champions. Roma's already there. Here we go. Could make it happen. Bite the Bullet, a team that everyone has been actively rooting against, mainly because of XSP. JFJ, I suppose, isn't so bad. However, when paired up with XSP, he becomes a nuisance. We'll Bite the Bullet, bite everyone's hopes. Destroy everyone's hopes, tear through it, and become tag team champions today. Will JFJ finally be the champion rather than the champion maker? Greenhouse Dolls, 2 competitors who have been here for the long haul. I believe last time it was said that we need to give Kitamura their flowers. And you know what? I believe that's actually absolutely true. Will we give Kitamura a tag team championship today? Iris as well. Iris has been here, has seen redesigns, and is now gonna stand tall, potentially as tag team champion. We'll even see our former tag team champions, Forever Failures, up until when Chaos reigned. They were the ones who had it all. Rolling in the deep, Tingy and Beta became tag team champions early at the head of the season. Will they walk out of the season the very same way? Frenzied Beast, Nina, and Felix. Nina, I said, is someone that we have to watch. I said we had to watch Nina. Are we going to watch Nina carry through and carry Felix to another championship reign? Let's see if that happens. Frenzied Beast on lock. Big Time Plush. Once again, I think my favorite named team this season. Rona and Melody did not have a strong showing in their first outing, but the second time around, they took a big W. Can they take another one? Can they become tag team champions? Unsolved Mysteries, Apollo, and Scary E. Apollo, first of all, Scary E, fresh. However, Apollo has not been seen, I believe, since I think the very first roll-around, or one of the first few roll-arounds that we had OC action. Out of the blue, Apollo returns. Will this return also be a return to form? Will Apollo become tag team champion? We'll see. The Monster Mash. You do the mash, you do the Monster Mash. Michi and Helsing are here to show the world. Once again, we have a ghost hunter, a paranormal investigator rather. We have a vampire slayer. Working together, they'll have to slay the competition. Instead, no monsters around. But can they come up clutch? Can they do it? Lead the congregation just narrowly. And I repeat, just narrowly making the bracket. They were the last team outside of the free-for-all to make it into this bracket. Are they going to be the ones to take that lack of momentum and turn it into something special? Will they be the ones to turn this whole competition around, this whole division around, and will they become tag team champions? We'll see. Gaming Convention Psykiller popped off in the OC free-for-all, made it so far and made it past Naomi. And in doing so, earned the free-for-all spot to bring his team here with Mochi. Will they be able to do it? That being said, we do have your new tag team champions. Rion's not a Time Lord, he's a tag team champion. That's a whoops-a-daisy. But Rion won that OC free-for-all. Rion won when it said winner takes all, and now the Chop Artists, new tag team together. Could they be the ones to walk out of here with a tag team championship still? Could they still be tag team champions? That's the big question on everyone's mind, but make your picks live chat first, second, third. I know you've probably already started to make them, but go ahead and make them. Go ahead and write them down, acknowledge them, make sure it's listed for the world to see. Comments, you go ahead and do that too if you're not watching live, because, you know, time zones, not everybody can be here live. I appreciate you being here anyway. Make sure to hit that like. And I suppose that subscribe if you're that's a thing that, you know, you could be here and you're not subscribed. Does that say subscribed over wherever it is, over yonder, there, wherever? If it don't, make sure it says subscribed with the duh, and not just subscribe without the duh. Thank you. Fantastic. I think we're ready to get this going now. I'm only gonna make one pick, and I'm gonna pick Bite the Bullet. And I think most of you all know why. Let's see how that pick does, shall we? Let's do just that. Because it's time. The following matchup is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Danganronpa Hunger Games OC Tag Team Championships. And with that, also keep in mind that we are just about a week and 2 days away from the very first ever OC Revolution hosted by Dirk Madison. We may see some of the competitors who are in this very episode here then, but for right now, let's start all off. It is the Horn Bearers, and they sound the horns as we kick off premiere season. And they sound them. Oh, they sound them good. They sound the horns. Horn Bearers, I appreciate you and I thank you. However, this game could go out of control. It's Orteal and it's known for going off the rails. Nina's tired of this and says, you know what? I'm turning heel. Scary punched a tree and nearly broke his own wrist. But fortunately, a yeet ball fell from that tree. Of course, it's always yeet ball action. Helsing finds some leather scraps enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing. Lin steals AV soundboard. Felix wants to make his creator proud. Killer just found a fishing rod. Killer can now catch all the fish. Beta finds AV's climate change remote. Mayhem will they unleash upon the tributes. Apollo has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Romaz steals Scary Z-Ball, runs off with it, and then Evelyn, the champion, steals Romaz's Z-Ball. Irish draws a demon in summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun, for the lulz. Tingy steals Evelyn's Z-Ball and runs off with the Kitamura. One just uses a building machine and makes Yakiniku. Kara found a boombox, time to play some sick beats, but apparently XSP hates music and fun, and ambushes Kara, slaughters him. XSP. You're nasty. Mona Lisa steals Tingy's Z-Ball and runs off with it. To start with, an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon her, so secrets that are hidden. Now she's got superpowers. She's an ordinary kid. She's Michi 10. Rion finds some moon shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles. Rona is being adorable as always. Hiriko finds a slingshot. How quaint, might be useful in a pinch. Somehow JFJ finds a suit of medieval armor, puts it on, and glimpses of dazzling shine. Melody is sick and tired of playing nice and also turns heel. Ringo attacks him Mona Lisa before Link can react. There's nothing Link can do. Now keep in mind, the episode that Mona Lisa and Lin won, Mona Lisa was dead. It was through a revival and Mona Lisa reviving their own partner, which is something we almost never see, if we've ever really seen it, to win the game. Could that happen again? That's a big question as Mochi tries to kill JFJ, but JFJ's armor diverts the blow. We are down 2. And with that, it's the saddest of all moments for Kara, Mona Lisa. Boom. Bum bum ba dum bum. Tragic. Of our 24, 2 are gone, 11 remain. It's not gonna be a long episode. An ordeal it never really is when we have a short number of competitors, but let's see how it all plays out, shall we? I mean, we have to at this point. There's still 22 people left. We gotta get ourselves tag team champions or have title retentions who will be the ones. As Kitamura finds a belt of Pokeballs, who knows what could be inside of those. Remember also your top 6 go on to the next premiere, the season 16 premiere, as Ronan's found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Hiriko wants to end things once for all with Iris. Iris bites the dust. Michi transforms into a massive fish-like alien with a powerful jaw in the middle of the forest. Not the most useful choice, but still alive. Killer casts his rod in the river, pulls out a sea bass. Wait, it's more like a C+. Delightful. Scary awaits. Hates the way the comments have been treating them. Turns heel. Look at all of this heel turning. Lin sits there with a blank stare. Vicious Tiger charges Mochi, who surprisingly shakes his paw, rises into the arena. Evelyn and Rion pose proudly with their titles. JFJ is ready to cleave some invaders in his knight's armor. Helsing finds a skateboard, time to do some sick moves. Melody brings Rona in for a hug before whispering in their ear, "You mean nothing to me." Oh my gosh, Melody then slams Rona to the ground before walking off alone. Oh my, in the finale. Rion steadily bounces in some moon shoes. A mischief of rats runs up to Ringo, who lovingly embraces them. Those aren't reptiles. Tingy finds a sword, shiny and sharper rather than his spine. XSP looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. At this point, XSP, I don't think there's anybody dumb enough in the entire world. The Arkansas group and Apollo grabbing a pyro vision. Felix finds a turtle on the beach, who slowly approaches them, kind of wafts towards him like, "Hello, I am the turtle of sorts." Beta knocks out Michi in a fist fight, puts a dust collar on them. Romance finds a lovely bikini, puts it on, it's quite revealing, and Nina is looking out only for herself. We just lost one. This is actually a really slow grind to start off with the saddest of all moments for Iris. What can I say? Not often do we see a start like this in Ordeal. That being said, we are still picking up a lot of big old items, so we'll see if those big old items get used, especially the Pokeball, the table. I think the 2 big ones, the Mischief of Rats also can cause a little bit of trouble, and also the Pyro Vision. We'll see how it all plays out. Yeah, okay, well, the piece is over. The piece is over. In fact, I'm looking down here, and I really don't think that we've seen too many death collars this episode either. Apollo and Scary sleep in their camp for the night. Rion uses the power of Pyro to set their camp ablaze, burning them both. Oh my gosh. Mochi scratches his pet tiger's neck. That's a good tiger. Who's a good boy? Helsing doesn't know how to skateboard, but knows how to swing one around. Nina, Mochi, and Beta are all caught in the wake of Helsing's path of destruction. Ringo hates the way that the comments have been treating them, turns heel. Ringo, heel. Felix finds a dapper suit and puts on, so rather fetching. Evelyn and Rion ambush and take out XSP, killing him. Yeah, that's why they're tag team champions, baby. Kitamura tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Moltres, who uses Fire Blast, burning Felix and Tingy alive. I believe our former tag team champions are now out of this one. Hiriko. Put a Death Collar on Melody while she's asleep. Psykiller builds a rocket who's gonna take a trip in Psykiller's rocket ship. Lynn using the Seer test to knock out Helsing and JFJ in order to put Death Collars on them. Melody searches for anyone who can get this collar off of them. Romas has a horrible feeling in his chest. JFJ won't die like the others. Michi transforms into an alien with a body as hard as diamonds. Michi then proceeds to headbutt Kitamura and Melody, killing them both. Rona sees great potential, the Archon seek rather. Imagine, Rona sees great potential in the Archons. No, it's the reverse of that. Grants her an Electro Vision and a well-placed shot by Hiriko with her slingshot. Hits Rion's head with a disorienting force. Rion becomes dazed. Both tag team champions still in. Our final 11 is where we continue. So without further ado, 11 remain after this. Saddest of all moments, 4. Apollo. Scary E. Nina, Mochi, Beta, XSP, Felix, Tinky, Kitamura, Melody. Your final 10 quickly approaches, only one more needs to perish, and now you see what I say, that we have all of these big items now are in play. we have this Electro Vision, which could be used to bring someone back to life. We have this rocket ship, we have a dapper suit, which isn't really that wild and crazy, but we have a whole bunch of other stuff, the skateboard, a whole bunch of other shenanigans that could occur. But only one more person needs to perish before you guys get new picks, so let's see how that plays out. Let's see how this unfolds. Let's see how this ends. Now, I doubt it's gonna end next time, but like, who knows? Oh, we're seeing some people perish, aren't we? We are seeing the people perish. Evelyn has found an E-Ball. Ringo forgets to feed her rats, so they turn on them and kill Ringo. You should have fed the rats, Ringo. They were nothing like the reptiles. Roma steals Evelyn's E-Ball, runs off with its Psykiller, straps Hiriko to a rocket, and sends it to the moon. Hiriko never returns. Michi transforms into an alien with a flame body, shoots white-hot fireballs at JFJ, turning him to ash. Yeah! Rion comes back to his senses. Helsing steals Romas' E-Ball, runs off with it. Lynn sobs quietly, and Rona summons a shock so powerful it fries Michi alive. We are down to your final 7. And I wonder if that makes it your final 6 teams. After this, final saddest of all moments of the episode 4. Ringo, Hiriko, JFJ, Michi. Well, a lot of teams still have an opportunity, but let's see just who's left, and let's see if you guys need some new picks. Do you? You might. So let's I'm gonna let you make them just because I think that would be a nice thing. Would you like them? Yeah, go and make your Saving Grace picks. It is your final 7. Unaffiliated is Rona, still technically teaming with Big Time Plush. I think the championships might be enough to turn Melody back face so they can work together. That being said, Bite the Bullet is out. Yeah. Can I get a yeah in chat? Yeah. But I digress. Magic Show. Romaz, once again, as I said earlier, wants to get those titles, wants to be, I think, what, a 4-time tag team champion? Something of that nature? Ridiculous. Earth Science has Lynn. Will they be still carrying that momentum that they had earlier this season? Won the first game in tag team action this season. Will that carry over? Will that transfer over as we go on? Where Gaming Convention Psykiller did so well in that free-for-all. What does that mean here? Will that momentum also carry over? We'll see. Helsing for Monster Mash could do it for Michi, who just perished, and Chop Artist, the tag team champions. Don't count them out yet because they are still in this one. I do have to close because we have, I think, 7 competitors, 6 teams? Is that right? Chop Artist 1, Monster Mash 2, Gaming Conventions 3, Earth Science 4, Magic Show 5, Oh yeah, big time plush, 6. Yeah, that's it. You know what that means? JFJ, you just missed out. Everybody dance. Outside of revivals, this is the top 6 that'll be moving on to the finale. Make your picks first, second, and third. I will make mine as well. For first, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't make it. I'm just gonna take this celebration and not taint the game anymore, because, you know, XSP was out, and that was nice, and then, you know, but if I had to pick anybody, I gotta pick the tag team champions because they took out XSP together. Yeah, and that was beautiful. Yeah. If I'm making just one pick, I'm picking the title retention. That being said, it's your final 7, 6 teams, and one incredible journey to potential stardom. And it is Big Time Plush, Magic Show, Earth Science, Gaming Conventions, Monster Mash, and the OC Tag Team Champions, the Chop Artist. Rion and Evelyn are doing their best to retain, but everyone's hearts are beating with the same pulse, determination, perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. Final 6 team, final 7 competitors. Let's see how it plays out. We are not down anymore yet because Rion finds a bike, cue the bike theme, but like we don't get to hear this so often. Rion, I'm gonna have to say no. Rona shakes Evelyn's hand, but it was a prank. Rona lightly shocks Evelyn, leaving her dazed. Romas flaunts his bikini, rather. Helsing runs that Yeet ball back for a big ol' touchdown! Lin puts a death collar on Rion while he's asleep, and Psykiller can't help but admire his own genius mind. Next round sees Psykiller's genius mind go dark, as Lin knocks out Rona, a fist fight, death collar on her as well. Rion, rather, not Leon. I looked at Lin and Rion. And that gave me Leon. Still has training wheels on his bicycle. That's adorable. Psykiller is thinking of plans to get out of here. Helsing does a sick kickflip. Sick! Evelyn wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. Half of our tag team champions are now out of this one. The Archon see Grippichel and Romas grant him a Dendro vision, and Rona sets up her table for grabbing Psykiller in a headlock, then throws Psykiller through that table. We are down to 5. 5 competitors, 5 teams. It is Lin, it is Rona, it is Rion, it is Helsing, and it is Romas. Well, and it's me saying it's the terrible turnabout, the first terrible turnabout of the episode 4. Evelyn, Psykiller. And thus, there were 5. As I said earlier, and I guess I should point out again, it is the 2 teams. Well, you know what, 3, so like, we're looking at the teams who won this season. Lin, team victory. Rona, team victory. Rion, team victory. That's 3 of the teams. All of the teams who took a victory this season, outside of the premiere, are still in here. They could be your final 3, or we could see a battle in the final 2 between, like, Romas and Helsing. Anything could happen in this final 5, but it is your final 5 within your final 5. Between Lin, Rona, Rion, Helsing, and Romas. They're all kind of what we like to call, in championship action, a golden crisis of fate. Final 5. Live chat, who do you got? How is this gonna play out? Let's find out. Ooh, it's about to play out real quickly. Because it is either title retention or new champ alert as Rion jumps and stomps on Helsing, Romas, and Rona with his moon shoes, leaving Lin just wanted to end already. Will it be 2 title Rion carrying that momentum and winning this whole thing, or will Lin win again? It is your final 2, and it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Helsing, Romas, Rona. Which means outside of revivals, you hate to see it, but they are out of this one. Of course, all of those competitors will be back, because they all made your top 16, so they have one more shot at the title in the premiere. That being said, who will be holding those titles when the premiere comes around? We're about to find out. Will it still be the Chop Artist? Will it newly be Earth Sciences? I don't know who it's gonna be, but I can still ask you who will it be? Rion? Lin. Lin, one possessed over at the head of the season in a fantastic, potentially a history-making victory. Possessed by their own tag team partner to finish the game in a beautiful effort. Will Lin be able to carry on without possession this time around, or will Rion, who's been not unstoppable lately, has finally found his stride, continue to walk with that stride? Will Rion still be a double champion at the end of this episode? Or will it be a new champ alert? Rion, Lin, live chat, comments, make your picks and make them known, because it can be only one, or neither, technically, or neither. So will it be Rion, Lin, Earth Science, or Chop Artist? Final two. Will it even end when I click proceed? Will it even end when I click next round? Let's find out. Not yet, but Lin sits there with a blank stare, and Rion's getting ready to destroy Lin. Hydro Vision in hand. Is that going to be enough on Lin, who seems to be shell-shocked? The next round sees. Oh my gosh! So, Rion uses the power of Hydro to put out Lin's campfire, says next time that'll be you. Lin is confused. Darkness swirls around Kara's body. Kara's now back as a zombie, but not just Kara. Lin's own teammate Monalise is also back as a zombie. Two zombies in the same round. Kara is technically the OG zombie, but next round, if they both take somebody out, oh, yippee skippy, they don't. Instead, Rion is being chased by Lin. Lin realizing my partner's a zombie, maybe there's a chance, maybe there's a shot, but Rion used the power of Hydro to wet the surface behind him, causing Lin to slip and break her neck. There is a real possibility that we see somebody win the OC free-for-all, the tag team championships, and the singles finale. That is a real-life possibility now, because at this point, Rion is 2/3 of the way there. Because after this, terrible turnabout for Lin. It was the power of Hydro, and it gave Rion the win, the victory. And you know what? More specifically, that's your winner. And this is the part where I would say, and new, but it ain't true. The light didn't come on. There was no new champ alert, which means, shockingly enough, I think this may be the first time that we had winner-take-all situation, and right afterwards, those same champions retained the titles, because still champions the Chop Artist. Would you look at that? That is legitimately impressive, I will say. Rion, I said earlier, Rion found his stride, and if you thought potentially that, hey, it was just a fluke, or hey, Rion just got lucky, I think Rion might be proving anyone who had that thought in their mind completely wrong. Rion, congratulations to you, a true fighter, and with 7 KOs to the name. Hellsing had 3. Nobody could get close to Rion with a 7. Michi had 3. Kitamura had 2. Rona had 2. Ringo with 1. Psykiller 1. Evelyn with 1. Hiriko with 1. XSP with 1. What a match. It got tense close to the end. But all in all, You couldn't stop Rion. Even at the end, we had both members of Earth Sciences alive in some right. Monalise became a zombie this time around, but it wasn't enough to protect Lin from Rion. Kara also tried to fiddle in there, but that's all she wrote. And Kara, I believe, was the first one out and came back as a zombie, which I thought was pretty neat. That being said, I mean, Kara does deal with the dead, so very fitting, I suppose. Major congratulations once again to the Chop artists and to everybody who made the top 6. I guess that's where we're closing off. Congratulations. Big congratulations. Chop artists, they did it. Rion, Evelyn just became tag team champions last week, forced to defend this week, and now they get to ride on to season 16 holding on to those titles. So there's a guarantee that Rion continues to season 16 with a title. Will Rion continue to season 16 with 2 titles is the real question. We'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Rion defending the OC championship, that singles championship. If it happens, Rion has had a history-making, career-making performance. Essentially, an immediate Hall of Famer qualifier. So now all eyes are on Rion. It is all eyes on Rion. Can Rion win 3 games in a row? I'm excited to find out, and we'll find out tomorrow. Toodaloo, like crew. Until then. And that's not all that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is also Friday Night Fracture, so get ready for that. We got all sorts of qualifiers going on for the Royal Crown Tournament. Pablo's fighting Kazuichi, and This Is What Started It All match. I'm excited to see how it plays out, and hopefully you guys are too. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.